Hello everyone, welcome you all. Today we are going to learn about the pesticide application techniques or pesticide application methods. Let us start. These are the different methods of pesticide applications. These methods of pesticide applications is depends on whether the types of formulation available for spraying or dusting purpose. So near about there are the 13 pesticide application methods is there. In that, dusting, spraying, granular application, seed pelleting, seedling, root dip, seed treatment, padding, swabbing, root feeding, soil drenching, capsule placement, baiting, and fumigation. Let us see one by one. This is the first technique, that is the dusting. This dusting is carried out in the morning hours during light air stream. It can be done manually or by using dusters. Sometimes dust can be applied in soil for the control of soil insects. Dusting is cheaper and suited for dry land crop pest control. It means that here the dusting technique is done with the help of the dust formulation chemical, which is nothing but the one of the dry formulation chemicals. With the help of this dust chemical, we can dusting with the this dust formulation chemical on the different crops to reduce the insect pest population in our field. Second technique is that spraying, and this spraying technique is normally carried out by mixing EC, that is the emulsifiable concentrate, and the vegetable powder. These are the two different formulations, which is nothing but the one of the liquid formulation. With the help of this liquid formulation, we can done the spraying. But basically, there are the three types of the spraying. In that, the high volume spraying, low volume spraying, and ultra low volume sprayings. These three types of spraying we can spraying with different equipments, that is nothing but the knapsack spray and rocker spray. With these are two sprayers we can use for high volume spraying. Then power sprayer and mist blower for low volume spraying, and ultra volume sprayers and electronic sprayers used for ultra low volume sprayings. And the area covered and the droplet size and the spray fluid liquid for that particular spraying is different. This is some of the features which is related to the spraying with the liquid formulation chemicals with the help of the different plant protection equipments. Next is a granular formulation. This granular formulation is done with the help of this granules type of formulations. It is highly toxic pesticides are handled safely in the form of granules, and granules can be applied directly on the soils or in the plant parts. It includes various methods of the application of the granules. Let us start. Which are the different methods of granule applications? Near about here, the broadcasting, in furrow application, side dressing, spot application, ring application, root zone application, and the pollination are the different methods of application of the granules. In that, the broadcasting, what happen here, the granules are mixed with equal quantity of sand and broadcasted directly on the soils or in the film of standing water. For example, the carbofuran 3 granules, 3% granules applied at the rate of 1.45 kg for 8 cent rice nursery in thin film for water, and the impound water for 3 days. It means that broadcasting is nothing but the we can broadcast the chemical or spread the chemicals we can mix with the sand. Then next one is the in furrow applications. This in furrow application, it is mostly we can do in the sorghum crop to control the sorghum shoot fly. Then side dressing. This side dressing techniques, in that the granules are applied a little away from the plants, near about 10 to 15 centimeter in furrow. Then spot application. This spot application is nothing but the we can apply the granule formulation chemicals 5 centimeter away and the 5 centimeter drip on the side of the plant. Then ring application. Here the granules chemicals we can applied in a ring form around the trees. The root zone application. This techniques, it is specially used in a cereal crops. We can mix the granules with sands, and we can drop into the central leaf holes like a sorghum, maize, sugarcane to control the internal borer. Then pralinase. This is the one of the specific techniques for the application of the granules in the banana crops. What happen here? The surface of banana suckers intended for the planting in trees. The suckers dip in wet clay slurry and carbon-3 sprinkles to control the burrowing nematodes. These are the different methods of the granule applications. That is the side dressing. Pralinase, it is done in the banana to avoid the infestation of the burrowing nematodes. Then root zone applications, ring application, and the in-furrow application in cereal crop. Then next one is the seed filleting or seed dressings. Here, the insecticides mixed with the seed before sowing. In case of sorghum, seeds are treated with chlorpyrifos 4 ml per kg in 20 ml of water and shade dried to control the shoot flies. And also, with the help of the carbofuran and imidacloprid, is directly used as a seed dressing insecticide against the cotton sucking pest population. This is the seed filleting and seed dressing. This is the one of the flow charts how we can do the seed pelleting process. The next one is a seedling root dip. This technique, it is mostly followed in a rice and the nursery plant. Here it is a follow to control the early stage pest in a rice, to control the sucking pest and the stem borer in early transplanted crop. A shallow pit line with polythene sheet is prepared in field, and to this 0.5 kg urea in 2.5 liters of water and 100 ml of chlorpyrifos in 2.5 liter of water prepared separately for are poured. The solution is made up to the 50 with a water 50 liter with the water, and the roots of seedling in boundless are deep for 20 minutes before transplanting. This is the seedling root dip treatment. Then seed treatment, mostly we can follow this technique in a sugarcane crop. Treat the sugarcane seeds in 0.05% malathion for 15 minutes to protect them from scales. These are the sucking pest. Treat the sugarcane seeds in 0.05% imidacloprid 70 Ws at the rate of 175 gram per hectare or 7 gram per liter deep for 15 minutes to protect them from the termites. Next, trunk and stem injection. This method is used for the control of the coconut pest like a black-headed caterpillar, mites, etc. What happened here? We just drilled a downward slanting hole of 1.25 centimeter diameter to depth of 5 centimeter at the height of about 1.5 centimeter above the ground level, and inject 5 ml of monocrotophos 36 WSC into the stems and plug the hole with cements or clay mixed with fungicides. And this technique is also followed in case of banana. The pseudostem injection of banana or injecting guns or a hypodermic syringe is used for the control of banana aphids, that nothing but the vector of the Bunchitop virus of the banana. This is the stem and trunk injection. Next one is the padding. Stem borers of the mango, silk, cotton and the cashew nut can be controlled by these methods. What can do in these methods? The bark of infested trees is removed on 3 sides, leaving the bottom as a flap. Small quantity of absorbent cotton is placed in the exposed area, and 5 to 10 ml of monocrotophos 36 WSP is added using the ink filler, and close the flap and cover with clay mixed with a fungicide. That is the padding techniques. Next, swabbing. This is mostly used in a coffee plantation to reduce the infestation of the coffee white borer or coffee stem borer. Next one is root feeding. The trunk injection in coconut result in wounding of trees, and root feeding is an alternate and the safe chemical method to control the black-headed caterpillar, aerophyte mite and the red palm weevils. What can I do this in these methods? Monocrotophos 10 ml and equal quantity of water are taken in polythene bags, and cut the ends of the growing tips is placed inside the insecticide solution, and the bag is tied with the roots. The insecticide absorbed by the roots enter the plant system and control the insect. It means that here, if you see, this is nothing but the one of the systemic insecticide we can use, because the systemic insecticide, it is enter into the vascular tissue or vascular system of the plants, and it is absorbed by the root tissue, and it is enter into the plants to reduce the infestation of the different pests. Next one is soil drenching. This technique is mostly followed to reduce the infestation of the soil pest. For example, the chlorpyrifos or dimethioates used against the cutworm soil mealybugs. Then next one is the capsule placements. This is we can use this technique is also used to avoid the aphid populations in banana. It nothing but they act as a vector for the banana mosaic or bunchita virus. Next, baiting. We can prepare a poison bait to attract the different moths and caterpillars in Lepidoptera especially. The toxicant is mixed with a bait material so as to attract the insects toward the toxicants. We can prepare the poison bait for Spodoptera. Spodoptera is nothing but one of the polyphagous pest. A bait prepared with 0.5 kg molasses, 0.5 kg carbaryl, 50 WP, and 5 kg of rice bran with required water is made to small pellets and drop in the fields in the evening hours. What happen here? This Spodoptera caterpillar, it is feeding or attracted towards that poison bait and feeding on that poison baits, and it will be killed. Then for the right purpose, for the right, we can prepare the poison bait with the help of zinc phosphide is mixed with 1:49 ratio with food like a pop rice or maize, and warfarin can be mixed at a 1:19 ratio with the food. Ready to use cake formulation is also available in the markets. Then coconut, for the coconut rhinoceros beetle, castor rotten cake 5 kg is mixed with the insecticides. This is the poison baiting techniques for cotton rhinoceros beetle. These are some of the examples for the poison baiting techniques against the different caterpillars. This is the Spodoptera litura. Then also we can use the poison baiting techniques for here the Spodoptera larvae in a cabbage. Then this is the poison baiting techniques we can use in the field crop also to avoid the rat infestation. The next is fumigations. The fumigants are available in solid and liquid forms. They can be applied in the following ways. Fumigants are nothing but one of the chemical that is active in a vapor form, or it is volatile at an ordinary temperature and toxic in a vapor form. That is the fumigants. We can conduct these fumigation techniques in a soil to control the nematodes in soils, and with the help of liquid fumigants are injected by using the injecting guns. Then in storage condition, we can use the ethylene dibromide, methyl bromides, carbon tetrachlorides, the soil fumigants like aluminum phosphides as recommended in godowns to control the store product paste. Then for the trunk fumigations, aluminum phosphate tablets, just half or one tablets is inserted into the affected portions of coconut tree and plugged with cements or mud for the control of the red palm weevil. These are the different soil fumigations techniques. Then this is the storage fumigations, and this one is a trunk fumigation. These are the different methods of applications of pesticides or techniques we can use with the help of different types of formulation available in market. Thank you.